Now the starter, Chris Stubbs, making his way over to the rostrum. So it won't be long before the 7-strong field is sent on its way. Starters ready for them. The flag's raised. Tarka is some way behind the others, however. Might need to get a lead in. Not proving too cooperative at the moment, Tarka, I'm afraid. I thought with a name like Tarka he'd be used to wet conditions, but not playing ball at the moment. And still Tarka refusing to play ball. And in danger of heading off in completely the opposite direction. He's gone off onto the chase course now. And has unseated James Hughes, who has done a good job of keeping hold of the reins. We could have had a loose one for a moment or two. But I think the game might be up for Tarka. So he doesn't show much sign of wanting to join the others. Now, James Hughes endeavouring to lead Tarka over to the others. James Hughes getting the leg back aboard Tarka, who is just a little fired up as soon as he's back in the saddle. He's not put his feet back in the irons yet. He's doing so now. And Tarka still not really wanting to play ball, I'm afraid. He's in danger of backing through the rails now. Well, he's unseated again, I'm afraid, Tarka. And I think that might be it. As he's showing absolutely no sign of wanting to take part with the others once James is on board. They're going to go without him, I think, here. The others are making a line or preparing to. So starters ready for them now, just 6 of them. And they're off. And the 6 that remain have jumped away, and with Starstruck Ebony jumping off a little bit behind the others, and likewise the Hairy Quaker in the hands of 13-year-old Delilah Osborne. So up the side of the course they go, and it's Gus Levinson aboard Darby O'Gill who gives the lead to the field. The Hairy Quaker now rather lit up and has pulled his way up into second place, the mare under Delilah Osborne. Over to Kerry. Henry Moore's is close up in third, tracked into the turn by Calypso and Harry Cobden. Megan Nichols in the check jacket has got What a Risk racing wide of Starstruck Ebony and Mivy Powell. So the 6 runners head off across the far side at the end of virtually 3 furlongs, and it's Darby O'Gill and 13-year-old Gus Levinson who lead by a couple of lengths to over to Kerry. Henry Moorehead poking up into second. The Hairy Quaker, Delilah Osborne in third. What a Risk under a confident ride from Megan Nichols, disputing fourth with Calypso and Harry Cobden. Starstruck Ebony and Mivy Powell struggling to keep up. losing touch at the back end of the field. So halfway down the back straight, Derby O'Gill just wanting a bit of company in front, you fancy, and Over to Kerry is about to oblige. Close up in behind them of their Hairy Quaker, and then What a Risk on the outside as Calypso, Harry Cobden in the yellow jacket, begins to cut through the pack quite forcefully. They pass the 3 furlong marker, begin the turn for home. Derby O'Gill and Gus Levinson have made all, but Henry Moore's head aboard Over to Kerry ranging up on the outside. What a Risk, Megan Nichols poking up into third ahead of Calypso and Harry Cobden as they swing on in for the final quarter of a mile. Derby O'Gill fanning wide, rather taking Over to Kerry out with him, and What a Risk cut the corner and comes there travelling powerfully on the inside, and now Megan Nichols begins to nudge away. Henry Moore said, though, in determined mood and in no mood to be denied on Over to Kerry, as What a Risk draws alongside. These two will fight out the finish. What a Risk into a narrow lead from Over to Kerry, who's given it a good go, but is no match for What a Risk under a polished display from Megan Nichols. It's What a Risk who goes on to win from Over to Kerry, and Henry Moore's head gallant second. Derby O'Gill and Gus Levinson in third. Calypso, Harry Cobden filling out fourth, and then back to the final two, the Hairy Quaker and Delilah Osborne, and Starstruck Ebony and Muffy Powell.
First, number 1, What a Risk. Second, number 2. Third, number 6. And fourth, number 3. The full result of the second of the Charles Owen pony races. First, number 1, What a Risk. Second, number 2, Over to Kerry. Third, number 6, Derby O'Gill. And fourth, number 3, Calypso.